Last act of the show, I've got a very special young talented lady. Not only does she rap, but she also sings. Welcome to the show, L.S.G.
Thank you. Big up Caramel every time.
You know how we do, way back. So L.S.G, what does it stand for?
Little Shady Giggles.
Why Little Shady Giggles then?
Well, little for the obvious reasons, innit? I'm little. Yeah. Good things come in small packages though, yeah. Shady, that represents like the rapping side of things, and Giggles, I've had that name since I was like 10. Do you know what I mean?
So it gives you sort of a girly feel to it. I understand you're dressed in pink today, so you're taking the feminine side to the max.
Yeah, slightly today. Might be something different tomorrow. Yeah.
You rap and you sing. Yeah. How long you been doing this for?
Forever. I've been rapping since I was about 12, and singing, I was just doing that since I was a little kid, before I could even sing, you know.
Since 12, so how old are you now then?
22.
Only 22. So you must have been like there from the jungle days, because obviously UK hip-hop weren't big when we were 12.
It was all about Wu-Tang, you know. Obviously I was feeling the jungle scene and all that, still am that now. So, you know, I do the jungle raves and stuff, but yeah, it was all about Wu-Tang, and that's what got me rapping.
You know, it's good to see that female artists are coming through right now. I mean, in terms of the UK artists, who are you feeling as a female?
Well, you know what, there's bare females out there now, you know. Like when I first started, there weren't no one about, like, you know, and the few females that were about, they weren't really saying much. But now you've got Baby Blue, you know, she's big, I'm feeling her. You've got Nole, you know, Fury's big, you know. There's a few people coming up now. So.
Yeah, well, but if I was to say you could work with any UK male artist, who would you like to work with?
I've got to big up Blemish every time. Blemish Blackstone, because he's banging and he grafts, he does his work and he's tight. So yeah. There's Makira and Future as well, my Silverback lot. I've already worked with them, but I'm definitely going to work with them again as well.
Material-wise, what have you put down so far?
Well, at the moment, I've got a garage tune out. That's out underground and overground as well. That's on Pure Garage. Obviously, that's not where my hip-hop's where the heart's at. When I was in Silverback, we had a few bits out floating about, had a video out on channel, and, you know, supported Joe Budden and had tunes floating about and stuff. But now I'm working back on the solo stuff, and, you know, I like all kinds of music, so there's going to be a few different things popping off still.
So your face is about, basically. A lot of people know who L.S.G is. All right, so I don't want to put you on the spot in this sense, yeah, but everyone's going on about how they're UK artists and we're not supporting ourselves and everything else, but do you buy UK material?
You know what, I'm not going to lie for 1 minute, yeah. I've got loads of UK material in my collection, yeah, but I ain't bought it. It's freebies there.
All right, so what are you performing for us today?
Today I'm going to be performing a track called The Streets Are Raw. Big up Opus on that one, on production, out to Gravy, and big up, you know, all the heads on that one, but yeah, Streets Are Raw.
The Streets Are Raw, performed by the one and only L.S.G.
This is your warning. It's time to wake the up and stop yawning. Little Shady's born again, storming on your ends, leave you with your mouth open. I ain't trying to make friends. Got you in a black cab screaming, follow that Benz. Hit you with a carjack, you ain't following then. Carry on, follow your friends to the pen. When you get out, you'll just about get by shot in tens. Till there's a drought again. Gyro won't keep you up with the latest trends. You spent your life savings on gold teeth and 110s. So I bet that chop's around your neck's due to get pawned again. But it's alright though, cause you can't wear it anyway. It's far too hot, even in the light of day, cause it might get popped off by the youths around your way. On your own ends, nah, you can't even defend. In a drop of a hat, your rent's got robbed again. You can't try and attack back, cause there's too many of them. So in the pop of a gap, someone's dead again. Someone's dead again. The streets are raw, so careful what you're asking for, cause you just might get it, but it might not be what you've been looking for. The Nike and the Reebok, but now you're caught up in the hype, doing time in the shoebox. The streets are raw, so careful what you're asking for, cause you just might get it, but it might not be what you've been looking for. The Nike and the Reebok, but now you're caught up in the hype, doing time in the shoebox. The streets are raw, cause nowadays peeps are poor. Pockets are empty or occupied with a bore. Tell the kids to go to school and they reply, what for? On the way home you see the chalk marks on the floor. Now I know there's never been an age for knocking on death's door, but kiddies wanna kill and rage for calling their mama whore. Instead of going to college, we wanna go to war. We wanna fight against each other, but no one knows what for. The war, it's just beer gangs galore. Hell's taking over and I don't think there's a cure. It's cold outside and I gotta stay warm, so what's the point in working? Let's get guns and rock stores. No one one there's for help, so in our hands we take our own law. Told when I was young, if someone tries it, give them what for. And I guess, yeah, you was told when you was young, if someone tries it, give them what for. The streets are raw, so careful what you're asking for, cause you just might get it, but it might not be what you've been looking for. The Nike and the Reebok, but now you're caught up in the hype, doing time in the shoebox. The streets are raw, so careful what you're asking for, cause you just might get it, but it might not be what you've been looking for. The Nike and the Reebok, but now you're caught up in the hype, doing time in the shoebox. I used to be the one running up and down, now I got sense in my head and I calm down. Used to be feisty, and the crime I was about it. Always used to be the one going on rowdy. Yeah, I roll with Nevomers in the blacked out Audis, busting shots to the kitties on the corners daily. But don't get it twisted, cause the cover can't pay me. Can't make up for trying and tearing down my family. Can't make up for my pals visiting Her Majesty, and definitely can't give me back the love that's lost within me. So how can I pay back my dues to society? I think I got a lot of anger bottled up inside of me. Yeah, it's raw. The streets are raw. The streets are raw. The streets are raw. The streets are raw. Yeah. The streets are raw, so careful what you're asking for, cause you just might get it, but it might not be what you've been looking for. The Nike and the Reebok, but now you're caught up in the hype, doing time in the shoebox. The streets are raw, so careful what you're asking for, cause you just might get it, but it might not be what you've been looking for. The Nike and the Reebok, but now you're caught up in the hype, doing time in the shoebox. Yeah. L.S.G, little shady G.I, bigging up, no bling, keep it locked, you know the deal. Sing rap with a split personality.